Amanda.
Morning, Jo. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How lovely sitting out here on this lovely terrace.
Beautiful. Got an Indian summer.
I have.
It's lovely.
Loving it. So, I thought it'd be good today to talk a bit about you and the marketing team, because you've expanded, haven't you?
We have indeed. We now have 4 of us, which is very exciting for me, as you can imagine. So we've got myself, as you know, the marketing director, and we've recently been joined by Davina, who's our product and events manager. So as you know, in the marketing department, we always have so many different moving projects going on with multiple moving parts to those as well. So she's a huge asset to the team and doing a great job. She started well into the organisation of Huddle, so just a small first project for her.
Exactly.
She's doing really well.
No pressure.
No pressure there. And we've got Emma Sexton, who has moved internally, and she is our marketing executive. So she's sort of working across everything. She's running our social media channels. She works on your newsletter, pulls all that together. She's leading all of the off huddles this year as well, so I think she's really enjoying that. And last but certainly not least, we have the wonderful Rick, who's our senior designer, and I think you'll agree he's transformed the look and feel of all of our marketing collateral since he's joined. So
we're looking a lot more sexy.
We definitely are. Thanks, Rick. So
we should talk about Huddle, because that's obviously the big thing that's coming up next on the agenda in a couple of weeks' time.
Absolutely.
What are you most excited about?
Well, I'm firstly really excited about the theme this year. I think the new era of influence is a great theme and really relevant to everyone at the moment. So what we've done this year is we've chopped the theme up into 5 sub-themes, and they are media, brand, human, psychology and technology. And what we've done is we've asked our huddlers, so our Huddle hosts, to pick one of those sub-themes for each of their sessions, and really focus on those individually. So it's sort of giving us a broad outline of the new era of influence across those different sources.
Great. So when we were talking about the theme originally, we were really hoping that when everyone builds their own conference agenda, that they pick something from each of those sections. So we've got media, brand, humans, psychology and tech, haven't we?
We have.
So ideally your day is made up of 5 really different sessions that give you a really strong sense of what influence means now for us.
Exactly. And so one of our bits of feedback from quite a lot of people from last year was fantastic event. It'd be great to be able to curate, if you curated the event a little bit better, so that we could work our way around and get a full breadth of all the different sessions. And another reason we've done that is because we wanted to have not just similar sessions. We wanted to have that breadth across the different sources.
Okay. And how will Off Huddle be different this year?
Off Huddle, we were actually hoping to divide the office into the areas of those sub-themes, but unfortunately it was logistically impossible, because obviously when someone comes in with a certain build they're going to have, they have to go in a certain area. But we're still very much relating them to the 5 different sub-themes. It's just something different than we've ever done. It's not just about the new influence. There are different off huddles related to those 5 sub-themes as well.
Okay. So 8 years in, every year the bar's got to be raised again. What do you think is going to raise it this year? This
year it is going to be the fact that people are going to be able to navigate the day around the different sessions. We're going to have a bit of tech involved, so there's going to be wristbands where you can scan the agenda, and it can tell you where all the media sessions are, where the human sessions are, where the technology sessions are, so you can get to see what you want to do. You might be wanting to just watch the technology sessions, or you might want to watch a breadth of all 5. So everyone's going to have a much more seamless journey throughout Huddle this year. Okay. Hopefully.
So I'm most excited about the Russell Kane session on Boys Don't Cry with their critically acclaimed podcast. The reason I'm excited about it, I think it obviously really touches on mental health, particularly in men, and it's something I'm really interested in at the moment. So I definitely want to go to that one. What about you?
Well, because of the human aspect of the theme this year, we obviously got quite a lot of reality TV stars coming in, so I'm quite secretly excited about the Love Islanders, the Made in Chelsea people, the Towie people as well. I think that's quite fun. And we have quite a lot of mum influencers coming as well, don't we? I think what's really interesting to me is when I look through the agenda with all the speakers in it, I thought there's lots of speakers that I've never heard of, and first of all I thought, oh, is that a problem? But then I realised that actually influence now, you can be an influencer and be incredibly well known to a small group of people but completely unknown to the world. Exactly.
And I think that's what things like Instagram have done, really. They've made some people feel very, very famous to a relatively small group of people but have a huge amount of influence. So it'd be great to explore that more.
Exactly, and that line's completely blurred now, so it's really exciting.
Definitely.
There's also a session on virtual influencers, and somebody that sort of it's behind the scenes of massive, very, very well-known virtual influencers coming along as well, and there's going to be quite a provocative debate about whether that's actually counts as an influencer or not. So I think that's going to be quite interesting as well.
Okay, yeah, interesting. So, being the marketing director at Mindshare, what's the biggest challenge?
Well, so there is a lot of opportunity. I'll start with the opportunities first. I don't think I've ever worked for a company that has so much content produced that's such good value constantly throughout the year. You know, with a combination of all our futures projects, the amazing work we do with clients, and also the amazing things we're doing around the culture of the agency as well. There's so many opportunities, so much coming in. I mean, the trends report alone could be enough content for a normal marketing department to last for a whole year if you really chopped it up and used it as effectively as possible. So recycling content, like how clever to recycle content is normally the task of a marketing department. It's the opposite at Mindshare. Our issues, how can we make sure we don't waste any of this amazing content in the short amount of time we have, which is a great problem to have. In terms of the challenges, then I think it's the size of Mindshare really. With a department of 4 people, it's how can we make sure we're kept up to date with what's going on, what are the campaigns that the teams are working on, when are they launching, what's a good press story, what's not, so that we don't miss these amazing opportunities.
Okay, so what's your big ask of the Mindshare community?
I sound like a bit of a broken record, I think now.
Do it.
To let me know when they are working on campaigns and when the launch date is, but 2 or 3 weeks before the launch date. The reason being is we need to then work with our PR company to draft the press release, which then needs to go to client approval, and it needs to go to press the day before launch under some embargo, and launch on the day. The press are never interested in campaigns, unfortunately, once they've launched. So if we don't know, then they won't get in the press, and that's not only important, you know, to get them out in the press, it's also important for new business purposes, and also it really helps with winning awards as well, because if the judge is familiar with that campaign, they're more likely to win.
And talking of awards, obviously we have to touch on
Yes, we do.
And thank you for all your amazing work in helping create those awards. I know there's a big team around it, but I know you put a lot of time into that.
Yeah, no, but it's such a great success, so it's such a relief. You know, such big progress on last year where we won 1 bronze and 1 silver. So to win 2 golds, 4 silvers and 2 bronzes this year was great progress. So we're really excited.
Amazing, and it's definitely noted. I've had quite a few people around the industry say you did really well.
Brilliant. That's great news.
So what's the next set of awards we need to go for?
Next one's going to be Campaign Media Awards probably, which is at the end of this year. So after Huddle, we'll get started on those.
That's one thing after the next.
I know, but it's fine. We've got a team of 4 now.
Perfect.
So we're all good.
Keep the
Bring it on.
All right. Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.